tatlo. Na, hindi kita on sit here. Okay, ready? Ready, 1, 2. Oh, no, that's not the one. Oh, probably for the other vehicle. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, for the glacier. Oh, okay. And then you have to transfer to a different vehicle. Oh, okay. How old is it? How old? How old? Oh, still young. What's the name? What's her name? Elia. Elia. Elia, I have a dog too. Elia. Elia.
Yes. Let me put on my remote. Thank you. Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
You got the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't need
No,
the
you
flash.
don't need a flash.
Just need it.
Yeah. Ay, auntie. Auntie. Ogo dyan. Si Kwan, Pauline. Pauline. Yeah. Ready? Ready? 1, 2. Oh. Complete na? Complete? Okay. Ready? 1, 2. One more. Okay.
Likod. Yes. Yes. One more.
Sabunga. 1.
1, 2, 3. Nice.
Jud. Jud. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm just gonna take the first 8. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then where's the other time card? They have different tickets.
Yeah.
Perfect. 11 one person. Yeah. And 11 one person. Perfect. If you go to enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah. Only if you're traveling.
This Christian's day. Nice. Okay. Front seat.
Yes. Good luck.
Oh, sige. Yeah. Okay lang.
Yeah, front half of the bus is doing a lot better than the back half, but that's alright. Welcome to bus 242, are we? We are the best bus we have on tour. Why is that? We've got the best driver, the best tour guide, the best passengers. 100%, that's what we want. Now, my name is Wyatt, Cass is your driver. I'm going to give a quick safety speech for you on the way up. So, up the press down the back of the rooftop hatch, emergency exit windows on either side, but the main exit window is on the passenger side door. First aid kit up the front here, fire extinguisher. Up in this front row, yeah, boys. Really good. Besides that, sit back, relax, enjoy it, smile. Are allowed to smile. We can have fun today. Yeah, sometimes. I don't know, who is the driver? We're dropping off the Connor, aren't we? Oh, we'll say about that. And enjoy the smooth ride whilst it lasts, because I tell you what, on those ice explorers, they're definitely not smooth. So we'll see. There we go. I'll be back with you in just a second. Fabulous. Yes, as I said before, my name is Wyatt and you have driver Cass today. You're heading out over to that left side to the big Athabasca Glacier. Yes, that is out there on your front left. But hang on a minute, as Cass comes around here, it's going to get up on your right side. How about that? It's pretty cool how these buses work. Now, the story here at the Columbia Ice Field dates back to the 1900s. So this place was actually relatively unexplored, and it wasn't until the 1920s the Brewster family started up tours. Now, these tours actually used to come from Banff and Lake Louise. Hang on a bit, it's back. Yeah, so it used to take about 4 or 5 days to get out here. And actually used to ride these horses around on the glacier. It's a pretty cool thought, just having horses roaming around here on the glacier. Then in the 1950s, the Parks Canada, good on them. They allow the use of snowmobiles out here. So something that you may have even noticed, that snowmobile out the front of Starbucks, that nice yellow one. So they used to hold about 16 passengers. They had 2 skis at the front, tracks on the back. So they look like a big bug on wheels. So they used to take up those 16 passengers up the glacier until the 1970s. Yes, the next generational model came out. This was called the Shake and Bake. Yeah. Well, what was it called, the Shake and Bake? Well, 1, it had no suspension, and 2, it had no air conditioning, and none of the windows would open up. So you would shake, you would bake the whole day out there. Yeah, really making most of the suspension was up here. Yes, and then in 1981, the first ever Ice Explorer was born. It was nicknamed the Terrabus. You might even see this Ice Explorer out there today. Yeah, it's great, those things. Yes, you'll notice that blue one out there. That is one of the first ever made in 1981, and it's been kept blue while the rest are red and white. Today, you are on bus 542. 542, that is 542. That is a very good bus actually. Make the most of that. It's still one of the older ones. It is also manual driven. And today, you will be with driver Connor. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Yes, Connor. Yes, fun fact about Connor, he is actually my roommate. He sleeps with the lights on, forgets to flush the toilet, so make sure you remind him he can flush once in a while. Besides that, though, enjoy it out here on the big tuna bus. Now, Cass may or may not be your driver when you come back, unfortunately. I know, there's a lot of devastation in this bus. We all went really quiet just then. So please remember to take all those personal items and belongings with you. Yes, your husband, wife and children. Anything left behind you'll happily find on our Facebook Marketplace page. And we'll sell it back to you double the price, knowing us. Besides that though, enjoy it out here. Don't forget to tell Connor he's actually the second most handsome bus driver we have here. And if you're really lucky, you might see the most handsome one out there. I won't start till 11:30 though.
Lots of good photos out there today.
Can I fly my drone there?
Ah, you can.
No, can't. Sikip na. Too tight. Too tight. I'll stay at the back. Can we stand?
Who wants that? Really? Yeah, I got one volunteer. Okay, come on, please. I'm going to be driving us up there, so my name's Connor. And the whole drive's going to be about 15 minutes up to the glacier. I'll tell you all about it on the way. And then once some time to hang out, enjoy the beautiful weather, take some good photos, throw some ice balls and some lessons, and then make our way back. Does that sound good? Perfect, okay. Well, first, before we get going here, I'm just going to have to ask the two gentlemen in the back, can you find a seat, please? You just can't sit back there when we're driving. Yeah, you need to be in a seat with the seatbelt. And in saying that, could you also do up those seatbelts? That would be greatly appreciated. No, but before we get going here, so there's an emergency exit route passage all the way to the back. There's 4 emergency exit windows, 2 located on each side, which can be found via the stickers above. There's also the driver's door, which can be used. And can anyone guess what the last emergency exit is? Yeah, the door you came in on. That's my favorite one, so that's one we're going to keep using here today. We also have a first aid kit located up front here by the door, a fire extinguisher just behind my feet. And if you'd like to open up the windows, feel free to do so. I apologize, there is no AC on these buses, but believe me, there is out there in the glacier, so you're going to want to hang on to those coats. But if you do open up the windows, I just ask you please keep your hands and camera inside the vehicle, because believe me, if you drop your phone, we are not stopping, and these tires will crush phones very quickly. Now with that, you all ready to go? Perfect, okay, sit tight, and let me reverse out of here. Oh. What? Sorry, what did Juan say? The second handsomest. Well, I can confirm right now, I've been told I am the most handsome out here. Juan's just jealous, so he keeps making that joke. Yeah, let me guess, he said I don't flush the toilet either. Know how I know that? Because that's what he does. And thinks he's funny stealing all my jokes. If you see him on the way back, just make sure to ask him about Reed. And you'll see him blush and shy away. Trust me. So is it everyone's first time out here at the Columbia Hill? Oh, cool. Where are you all coming from? New York? Ohio? Anywhere else? California. Okay, we got people from all over the state. Nice. Now, as I mentioned before, my name is Connor and I'm originally from Calgary, so just down the road. It's actually my first season out here as an ice driver and I've been really enjoying it so far. Now, you're going to have to give me 1 second up here and I'm going to stop and engage my 6x6. So has anyone here ever been on a big bus with 6x6 before? Did I hear a yes back there? Oh, nice. Well, that makes one of us. Now, just hold on here. Okay, real question. Do you want to see how fast this bus can go? I'm hearing more yeses than no's, so we're going to do it. I hope you're all buckled up because we're going to be cruising here in a moment. Just wait, and that is our top speed right there. So as you can tell, these buses are not designed to move very quick, but they can handle some very impressive and steep terrain. So we can actually handle going up and down the road with a grade of about 36%. So for reference, when you're driving on the highway and you see speed road warning sign, that is usually referring to a road with a grade of about 6 to 10%. Now there's only 23 of these Ice Explorers here in the whole world, and we own quite a few. So is there any guesses as to how many we own here? 6? A bit more than 6? A bit more than 8? 12? A bit more than 12? 22 is very, very close, so we actually own 21 of these Ice Explorers. In case you're wondering where the other two are, the first one's owned by the American government. That's down in Antarctica, doing some pretty impressive research there, but they named it Ivan the Terrible. Now the second one, that's owned by the Australian government. Hasn't been seen in a couple of years. They came up with an even better, more creative name for theirs. Number 2. Now another thing these buses are really good at is ice travel, which is pretty good considering we're going to be driving out onto a glacier today. So you all excited to go drive on the glacier? Yeah, it sounds like 10 of us are. Everyone else not so sure. Now there's a couple of things you should know about this ice before we head out onto it. So glacier ice is much more dense than regular ice. You can think of it this way. The ice back home in your freezer has about 50% air in it, whereas all the ice out here that we're going to see you drive on today has only 10% air. And the reason for that is that it takes about 40 to 50 meters or 160 feet of snow to compact down into one layer of glacial ice. Now another thing we should know about this is how thick it is. So I want to play a little game here. The ice that we're going to be standing on and driving on, I want to see how thick do you think it is. So if you think it's at least 100 feet thick, put up your hand. Anyone? Okay, I got 100. Can I get 200? 200? 200? Yeah, 200. What about 3? 300? Anyone? Yeah, 300. 4. Can I get a 400? I see some hands right there. 5? 500? Anyone? Yeah, 5. What about 6? 600? No one? I'll give you a hint. It is 600 feet. So yeah, the ice, 600 feet or 200 meters, whatever measurement you prefer. So it is quite thick. And this glacier here can actually reach thicknesses of about 900 feet or 300 meters as it makes its way closer to the Columbia ice field. So that being said, where we're going to be driving today is not the Columbia ice field. It's actually the Athabasca Glacier. Now this glacier is basically just an extension coming off of the Columbia ice field. So you kind of think of it this way. The Columbia ice field is like a giant frozen lake, and the Athabasca Glacier is like a frozen river coming off of that lake. And it's actually only 1 out of 6 coming off of this ice field. Now the Columbia ice field itself is actually the largest one that we have out here in the Rocky Mountains. It's about 165 square kilometers, which is the same size as Vancouver and all the surrounding suburbs, or 30 times the size of Banff. So it is huge. There's lots of ice up there. And now as we come to base with it, here's what we're looking at. So up top there, still covered in snow, that is the Columbia ice field. And then the moment it dips down into the valley, between these two mountains, that's what we consider the Athabasca Glacier. Now this glacier used to stretch all the way down to the Discovery Center. Does it anymore? No, not even close. When it first came into this valley, it was much taller and bigger than it is now. And when it did, it pushed a bunch of rock and debris aside to what we like to call moraines. And in case you're wondering, moraine is just a French word that translates to loose pile of cleared rock. So if you look at our right side here, all these rocks were pushed up there by the glacier at one point in time. So that's what we like to call a lateral moraine. And once we pass it, you can look across the valley, and you'll see another giant pitch around the dirt. That is the opposite lateral moraine. So these two lateral moraines indicate how tall and wide the glacier used to be back to its peak in 1843. So that means that at that point in time, the glacier was actually taller than where we are right now. And there's also another moraine, which is called the terminal moraine, and that's just located behind the center and indicates how far the glacier used to go. Now, if you look ahead, do you see the road? I don't see it after a certain point there. So if you're wondering what's going on here, this is one of the steepest unpaved commercially used roads in all of North America. Now the grade of this road is roughly 30%. But if you remember, as I said before, these Ice Explorers can have grades of up to 36%. So there's no need to worry. However, once I start to make our way down, I am going to be quiet, so please sit around and punch for once we're at the bottom. And if steep grades like this really freak out, I have one tip for you. This is what I do sometimes. just close your eyes. Okay, everyone. I'll chat to you all at the bottom. So, how was that, everyone? Not too scary, I hope. Good? There it is. There's the applause. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. For those in the back who said I'm better than Wyatt, and now I get a chance to prove it. Yeah. Now, put up your hand if you've never been out here on a glacier before. Anyone? Well, okay, most of the bus. Cool. So would you believe me if I told you that we are on a glacier right now? I know it might not look like it, but all this rock and debris that we're dropping on right now is actually only here because it's fallen from the surrounding mountains on top of the glacier. So that means that about a meter below us right now is actually all glacial ice. And all the glacial ice underneath us right now is protected from the sun by this layer on top, so it melts a lot slower than the rest of the glacier, which explains why we're sitting up so much higher on this side compared to the ice over on our right. So what we're dropping on right now is what we like to call an ice core moraine. Now, I like to think of the ice core moraine as somewhat like Mike's girlfriend. The rocky exterior and ice cold on the inside. Now, if you look out over here to the right, you're going to see a really good example of the ice core moraine. So you'll see this pile that looks like it's been cut in half. The top layer is covered in rock and dirt, and then it quickly changes to glacial ice underneath. So that is exactly what we're dropping on right now. Now, before we drive out onto the surface of this ice here, we got a bit of cleaning to do. So do I have any volunteers to help me wash the tires? Yeah, I got one up here. Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? 2 times okay, it's just going to be us two. So I'm going to stop up here, I'll hand you a sponge, roll the bus forward, and then we're going to wash tires. It'll take about 15-20 minutes. No, of course, I'm just kidding. So up here we have what we like to call our tire wash. You'll never guess what our tire wash does. It washes the tires. So this is a natural melt pool of water that comes from the glacier here. And we like to drive through it very slowly because we want to wash all the rock and debris off our tires so that we don't track it out onto the glacier. Oh, make sure you lift up your feet so you don't get them wet. Oh, I didn't get anyone with that one. Now, if you haven't noticed by now, you'll probably notice soon, there are parts of our glacier that are quite dirty. specifically on either side of the ice road here. So that is what we like to call cryoconite. It's made up of natural material, like forest fire ash, rock debris, and mountain dust. So there's not much we can do about it. And it does unfortunately cause what we call the albedo effect. So think of wearing a dark shirt on a summer day. All this dark material absorbs more heat from the sun and causes the glacier to melt a bit quicker. However, as part of our daily routine here, we get a grader to come out here every day and groom the surface of this ice here to make it safer for us to drive on and off of, as well as walk on. And when they do this, there's the added bonus of removing a lot of that cryoconite. That's why if you look at our ice road, you'll notice it's a bit lighter and brighter than the rest of the glacier. Now, if you look around at the surface of our glacier here, you're going to notice it's not exactly the smoothest. Not something you'd really want to go skating on. Believe me, I've tried. Now, the best way to think of a glacier actually is a Mars chocolate bar. So picture you took a Mars chocolate bar and you bent it and twisted it just a little bit, and that's why it starts to crackle on the outside, and then you bend it back. All those cracks would realign, but obviously they're still there. So these cracks, or crevasses as we like to call them, can be as deep as the glacier itself. So they could be 600 feet or 200 meters deep. And they occur from natural pressures that happen as the glacier is moving. Now, another hazard we see out here are mill walls. Mill walls are just holes created in the glacier due to meltwater flowing down to the base of it. And these also can be 600 feet or 200 meters deep. So I'm not telling you these things to scare you, but the reason I'm bringing them up is that when we're out here, you're going to notice we set out all these red signs that say area boundary on them. Now you'll never get this. That's our area boundary. So please make sure you stay within the signs, because we check, mark, and survey this area of the ice every single day to make sure it's safe for you to be on. However, if you were to venture beyond the signs, and you did fall into a crevasse or mill wall we were unaware of, unfortunately I'm not a mountaineer, so I won't be able to save you. And while Parks Canada, they take about 2 to 7 business days to get out here, so can't really rely on them. Now, we also ask that you stay in front of these ice explorers, specifically away from the rear tires. So as you can tell, these are very large buses with even bigger blind spots. So it's just a lot safer for all of us if we stay up ahead where we can see. And now the ice can be quite slippery in spots. So if you're worried about slipping and falling, please stick to the white crushed ice. That'll be a bit more slushy, but a lot more nippy than any blue ice. I was just going to bring that up. You see the yellow ice out there, you know someone was up to something no good. Now, okay, what I'm going to say is pretty important, so please make sure you're listening. So we are bus 542, the tuna bus, and we are going to be leaving here at 12 o'clock. So this bus is going to be swimming away at 12 o'clock with or without you. So again, that is bus 542, the tuna bus. I know you think I'm joking, but I am not. There's one thing you can do if you're running late, mostly to my enjoyment. You come right up in front of me here and wave your arms like this, and I'll wave back at you. Let's reverse out of here. Okay, everyone, that is bus 542, the tuna bus at 12 o'clock. Don't be late. Now, lastly and most importantly, make sure you have fun out there.
Dali ah, bakante na. Nara. Ah, plus. Oo. Photobomb. Walang mountain goat. Yeah. Dali, pwede. Ah, dali ah, bakante na. Nara.
Oh. Let them go first. There's another group.
Looks like we made it. see things mentioned.
Glacier, you're gonna notice there's a lot more white ice than blue. So it's a pretty good indicator that there's a lot of melt going on. So our Athabasca Glacier used to be 8 kilometers long and go all the way down there to the center. And it was as tall and wide as these bottom range on either side of the valley. Whereas now it's about 5 kilometers long and only a kilometer wide. Now it is currently the glacier is receding about 90 feet or 30 meters back into the flow every single year. Given this, it's estimated that this glacier will actually be gone in 50 years, which is pretty terrifying, especially considering how long the ice has been. It's melting so much so back, if you look out to it left,